guys, we are on Archer finally back. Got the cover off. It is pouring rain out, so we now get an idea of areas that have leaks. Sad day, couple spots. So I think when it dries up, we're gonna kind of, I guess Dan says, back out screws.
Yeah.
Right? And put some special something in there.
Some special something. And then put the screws back in to seal those holes and hopefully stop some of these leaks.
Thankfully, there's no leaks in the bed.
Yeah.
And there's no leaks over the beautiful cushions that we've done. It's just mainly over like the nav station, you know, areas where it's hitting the floor. So that's a big bonus in the end. So now we don't have a lot of moisture on the cushions or anything. Plus the cushions look really great. Don't want them ruined.
Here I have my cabin top winch and then the clutches on top. They were leaking during the rainstorm, so I want to take those off. I'm going to drill them out, fill them with epoxy, and let that harden for a couple days, and then I'm going to re-tap the holes and then reinstall the winches. So I got the nuts and the bottom plate off, and this is the clutch. You can see a little discoloration right here. So that is my culprit that was leaking. So definitely glad I'm getting that fixed before it gets much worse. So, and I got the bottom plate off this side of the cabin top winch. So now I'm going to go up top and see if I can get those pulled out and get those holes cleaned out. One thing with boat maintenance or boat projects, however much time you think it's going to take, double it. Alright, so I got this clutch off and the winch off, and as you can see they're very dirty. I got the old holes re-drilled to a bigger gauge, and as suspected I found new holes that were left unfilled or not filled properly under the old hardware. So this is again all part of the game. So I drilled those out, a smaller diameter, and going to fill those as well, so there'll be no chance of leaking through the old holes because they'll be properly filled. And then I taped off the underside with painter's tape so you can see where the old holes are, and soon to be filled with fiberglass epoxy, and that's how you keep it from leaking out. Alright, so I got the holes filled with epoxy and then drained the epoxy after about 10 minutes, retaped them and refilled them with high density filler. And because it's a little bit cooler here right now, it's going to take a couple days for that to cure. Or at least I'm going to give it a couple days for it to cure. So it'll be nice and hard, and then I can retap the new holes for the clutch and the winch, and one side of the boat will be done. Alright, I'm back from the boat, and come to find out after talking to the boatyard, one of their safety precautions that they're taking is they won't put the boat in for 72 hours after I've been on there the last time. So as you saw, I was doing some work on there yesterday, and now I can't go back to the boat to finish stuff up until they put it in the water because I don't want to reset that clock. So in the meantime, up in Michigan, we have a ton of black flies, and they're man-eating black flies. They are not normal black flies. We have screens that cover the hatches, the companionway, to keep out all these insane flies. So as a matter of fact, we had a 36-foot boat, and we got 9 fly swatters on there. When we bought the boat, Julie thought that might have been overkill. I think it might not be enough. But since I can't get back on the boat, I'm redoing all our screens. They're old. Some of them have tears in them. I already cut, we have 2 hatches that are smaller, and I already cut one piece of screen, so ready to sew the Velcro on with my Sailrite sewing machine. So that is yet again coming in very handy. I was using some plastic screening material, and as you can see, I'm using a round cutter, and that worked out really well with this material. A straight edge, regular scissors will cut it too. And there you have it. Alright, so I got the Velcro cut, and I like to put the soft end on the screen. It comes with an adhesive backing, so very easy to put on there. So I have them both cut, put on here, and now let's sew them on. So I'm going to go around this seam, or do two seams. I'm going to do one on the inside of the Velcro and then one on the outside, just to ensure that it will hold better and give it more strength. I don't even have to start a new seam. I just keep the needle down, lift the presser foot, rotate my screen, and I'm off and sewing again. Alright, so now I got two hatch covers completely done. I got the Velcro backing attached to the Velcro so I don't lose them. So, two screens down, a few more to go.
Hey guys, we're back on Archer. It's exciting. We're on the water. Thankfully the marina was able to get her in, and here we are freezing our butt off. I have my trusty heater. Dan's out on the deck doing some drilling, making a mess or something out there, and it's super windy out. Maybe you'll be hearing the wind whipping through here in a sec. Today's projects on the boat, it's number one, Dan's redoing these bolts and drilling new holes or something because we have these little leaks on the boat. And then my project that I'm excited about, all up in these windows here, there was some Velcro screens to help stop the bugs coming in when we had all the windows open. So I've been trying to use handy dandy heat gun, but it doesn't seem to be working that well. Trying to just come up with some ideas. I don't want to use acetone on it quite yet, and since we have the boat all closed up, really don't feel like getting all high off of acetone right now.
So now I got everything cleaned with acetone. I drilled out the holes, and then I widened the top of the hole. So now I also got my clutch all cleaned up. I'm using Butyl Tape. A lot of people use it, and this does not dry out or crack for over 30 years, so I'm thinking it will outlast my ownership of Archer. So yeah, if it doesn't work, well, now I know what I'm doing. I'll just I'll redo them. But as you can see, I got Butyl Tape around the bolts, and now I'm just gonna try to gently place her in and work her down. All right, so I got the clutch down in there. All right, the Butyl Tape up top is compressed. I got the plate on, the bolts, washers. Everything's looking good. Now I just got to install the winch, and then I can take a hose and test it and see if it leaks. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Alright, so yesterday while I was filming, I heard a water leak. The piece that fits on here kept coming off no matter how tight I put the hose clamp on it. And it ends right here. So no kidding, like a 4-inch piece of hose. So I searched the boat. I have spare hose on here. Alright, I got the new hose installed. I got the water pressure on. And so far it's holding. Hey!
Hey!
What you doing?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we've got this, I don't even know. I'm really frustrated right now. Okay. It's a little, help me out. I'm really at a loss. Okay. It is a little instrument panel that tells us our depth our speed, course over ground, the water temperature, etc. Currently, it is set in Celsius, and Dan has watched YouTube videos to try to fix it. He's tried to fix it. I have pulled out the manual and have sat there for probably going on an hour now. Over an hour probably, doing the exact steps, and then like it's not working, and I feel like I'm just really frustrated because I think it's locked in some way, and I'm trying to factory reset, and I think it's locked in like dealer boat show mode, and I'm trying to unlock it from that, and I'm not getting it. So I've given up. I'm frustrated. I'm ready to just throw it in the water really, but that's about that. That's what I'm doing.
One of our chain plates is leaking. So the next project is to reseal all these from up top. So this is what it looks like from the outside. So we're gonna take off this plate right here. Actually, we're not gonna take it off. We're just taking out these 2 screws, pulling it up, cleaning the hole, and then we're gonna reseal it. And there's 3 of those on this side. So we're gonna do all 3. Alright, so we got the 2 screws out. So now, just gonna pry that up a little bit. And you can actually do this without removing any of the rigging. That plate will just slide up. Give us about 1 inch, 2 inches of clearance so we can clean that up, reseal it, and then put it back down. Alright, so there you go. And let's see, that's how much clearance we got there. Not a lot, but should be enough. Alright, so Julie's got the butyl tape. And the trick to butyl tape, this is some sticky stuff. It never dries up. So when you get a length that you want, you need to tear it fast. And if you tear it fast, usually it breaks pretty good. If you tear it slow, you're gonna get about 5 feet of bubblegum mess. I'll hold up the plate, and you're actually gonna have part of the butyl tape on this metal plate, and then part of it on the fiberglass. Like that? Yeah, and then we're gonna put the screws in, and we'll wrap the bottom of each screw as well, and that'll force butyl tape down into those holes, screw holes, and then we should have no leakage.
Wait, do I want to put it on the plate or on the deck?
You want it on both.
Well,
you want part of it on the plate, part of it on the deck.
Okay, I see.
And I don't think with all our hands we're capturing this, but...
Okay. I need this side over here. Alright, I think I'm getting this.
And the good thing about butyl tape, it really adheres. I don't know if that's the right word. Adheres to itself really well. And when we put this plate back down,
like that,
it will compress and become one. So now the trick to screws is you get a piece, probably about, cut that in half, peel it off the paper.
It totally feels like bubble gum.
Yep, now roll this up on itself.
Oh, like this?
Nope, lengthwise.
Like a sausage?
Yep.
Okay.
And now you wrap that around the head of the screw. Oh, but you know what? You gotta put the screw in the plate first.
So you want the butyl tape down here?
Correct. So now that butyl tape will be forced into that screw hole.
Oh.
And really seal that up. So now we're getting ready to screw this in after Julie gets this second screw done. And then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done.
It's kind of cool when it oozes out.
And there we go. So we got butyl tape oozing out the sides of this bottom plate. We got butyl tape oozing out around the chain plate. And easiest way to clean butyl tape, you just get some going and it sticks to itself, and you use the butyl tape that squeezed out to get the remainder.
Give us a like.
Give us a subscribe.
Hit the bell notification.